Hi, this is Stephanie Tripodi. I'm going to briefly talk about Shanghai, China, the city that I've been researching this semester. So we're going to start off here at Shanghai, and I'm going to start with my Hokie connection. His name's Royd Grove. He's a family friend of mine that worked with my mom at General Motors. He got a position in Shanghai, China, and so he moved there a few years ago and is now back in the States, but visits there occasionally. I'm going to start off with a few things about China, and then I'll go into some of the things that my Hokie connection talked about. So first, the population of Shanghai is about 24 million, which makes it about 3 times the size of New York City, just to put it in perspective. It's located at the mouth of the Yangtze River on the East China Sea. The Huangpu River flows through the center of Shanghai and divides the city into 2 sections. There are the Puxi and the Pudong. Puxi is the historic part of the city, while Pudong was mostly farmland until about 1993. Many buildings in the French and British concessions still reflect European architecture there. Pudong has grown at an amazing rate and now includes some of the tallest buildings in the world in the financial district. It is often said that the official bird of Shanghai is the construction crane. My connection lived in Puxi in the French concession and worked in Pudong. He was on the 22nd floor of an apartment building in the heart of the city. Puxi was originally dominated by 3 to 4 story buildings packed close together, but many of these buildings have been replaced by skyscrapers and high-rise apartment buildings. My connection said he watched some of the transition take place while living in Shanghai, and that during this period many parks were also built in Shanghai by leveling blocks of the older buildings to get rid of the older ones and bring in new ones. However, road construction has not kept up with the pace of the buildings, so traffic in Shanghai is often a challenge for people there. According to a 2010 census, Shanghai's population was about 89.3 urban and 10.7% rural. More than 39% of Shanghai's residents are long-term migrants, a number that has tripled in 10 years. So there are a lot of people that migrate to the city each day to work. So in addition to all of those that live permanently in the city, there are lots that come to the city each day just to work. But like most of China, the majority of Shanghai's residents are of Han Chinese ethnicity, with only about 1.2% belonging to minority groups. But there are about 150,000 officially registered foreigners, which I'm sure is growing right now at this rate. Shanghai is a multicultural metropolis with modern and traditional Chinese features. It is divided into 16 districts and 3 counties. It's one of the most populated cities in China, and it has, I think as I said before, a permanent resident population of about 23 to 24 million. There are various types of living in Shanghai. They're pretty separated based on socioeconomic status, so from slums to not many houses, but there are single family houses that more of the wealthy and middle class population live in. Shanghai is still the largest and one of the most cosmopolitan cities in China, and it's part of the Shanghai Administrative Region, comprising an urbanized core, suburbs, and outlying rural areas, covering a total area of about 2,400 square miles. Shanghai began as the important treaty port of China. However, because of deposition of silt by the Yangtze River over the centuries, this made Shanghai no longer a port directly fronting the sea. This, as I said before, is how the districts of Shanghai are split up. Some current problems of Shanghai, and ones that I see possibly getting worse in the future with all of the development and industrialization that's going on currently in Shanghai. Some of these problems would be inadequate port facilities, an unwise location of the new international airport in Pudong has caused problems, an overheated real estate development, terrible traffic congestion, as I said before, and severe air and water pollution. As you can see in this picture, there's a lot of air pollution due to industrialization there. And I see this not really getting better, especially since more people are moving to the city. It's becoming more crowded and more people are going to be affected by this. Another problem is they don't have a sound legal system that can protect citizens' rights from the abuse of government officials there. So systems such as the Hokie system is leaving many people without work, education, and a home. So these are just some problems that I see right now and I foresee developing in the future. So I had a really great time learning about this city, and I am excited to see where it takes itself and the new developments that are to come. Thank you for listening.